Yes, sir. Welcome to a new edition of the Sports Shop 27. I'm your host, Jermaine Coulter, and to my far right, we got a former Youngstown State University tight end. This guy right here plays in the Fan Control Football League, and now he's playing with the Colorado Spartans. All right, y'all give it up for Mr. Kyle Goodbee. What's up, Kyle?
What's good? What's good, man? How you feeling?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for coming on the show. For everybody that don't know you, Kyle, let them know where you're from and a little bit about your background.
Oh man, first off, let me just say thank you for having me on here, man. It's a super huge opportunity to go ahead and get a chance to talk to you and showcase some good stuff and some good background with myself. So first things first, I gotta let everybody know I'm from Baltimore, East Baltimore, born and raised. Um, I don't even know what else to say, man. It's just Baltimore. You feel me? Baltimore, booming, Baltimore.
That's what.
You
Yeah.
call me KJ.
All right, KJ. So let me ask you. So from Baltimore, what high school did you play at?
Oh man, I went to four different high schools. So I
Okay.
I started at Perry Hall High School. Played my first year there. Then after that, I went to Franklin High School. My junior year, I went to Towson High School, and then my senior year, I graduated from Owens Mills. But I played on the championship 4A state champs, uh, Franklin High School. So
Okay. So out of all the schools, which one you think you did the best in?
the best,
Yeah.
oh man. So at every school that I went to, I played something different. So I'm gonna be real with you. At it might have been Towson because at Franklin I ain't really play that much. I'm gonna keep it
Okay.
100. My senior year I played special teams. I was a special
Okay.
team.
So you came alive like Frankenstein at that school. So talk about so you found out what position you was gonna play. What was it?
Linebacker.
Okay. All right. And then you also played offense as well, or you just played defense?
I played, bro. I've been keeping 100 with you. I played defense my whole life. I can't catch. So my my sophomore year in high school, my coach put me at receiver for one play, and I ran the wrong route and I dropped the ball. So he was like, "You'll never play that again in your life." So I said, "All right, bet." So I stick to linebacker since then.
Word. So we got KK412 say let's go.
My boy Keyshawn, shout out Keyshawn. What's good, boy?
Right. For what Haynes said, yes, sir.
Okay, Fred. What's up,
Right.
Fred?
The ambush show. It doesn't matter how you start.
My
And,
mother. What's up,
and
my dude?
he said, let's go, Goodbee.
That's my dukes. Yeah, my.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button for everybody watching. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. We got former Youngstown State linebacker and Fan Control Football League former linebacker, Mr. Kyle Goodbee. All right. Mom said Baltimore in the house.
That's Sirski.
And Don Calivian says, yeah, kid.
What's good, D?
That my boy KJ.
K Beezy.
It's the 410.
Okay, E. Okay, Mateo.
Mom said, laugh out loud. And that I have this ring. And he put laugh out loud. You got funny emojis. And Baltimore will always do it the best. Baltimore in the house. Shout out to Baltimore. Let me know where y'all from. All right. Shantae Nicole, hey, let's go.
What's
Shout out
up?
to Baltimore. Shantae Nicole, Big Good be in the building.
Okay,
All
sis.
right. Shouts out in this beginning years at Gardenville Pop Warner League. Hey, shout out to the Pop Warner League. That's what's up. Yes, sir. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Oh, so talk about your first year in high school. Did you play JV right away or did you play varsity?
So, what a lot of people really don't know this part of the story. My freshman year in high school, I did not make the football team. I actually was like a football manager, kind of certain whatever you want to call it for real, for real. And it was just so happened that um, one of the boys on my team got caught smoking weed, so he got kicked off the team. And it was like, okay, we have one more spot open, and I didn't make the first cuts. But they were like, if we had a spot open, you'd play da da da. So when he got cut, I played. He was like, okay, cool. They gave me my jersey, gave me a hoodie and everything, not hoodie, helmet and all that, and was like, yo, you can come on and play. So my freshman year, I ain't gonna lie to you, I wasn't really even on the team, but I made JV after like the first 2 weeks.
What was, you played linebacker in JV as well, right?
Nah, JV, I played. I tried to play corner, so I was small, man. I was in high school. I graduated high school like 160.
Oh,
So
okay.
I played corner
Okay. Okay. How did you like playing corner?
I suck. I'm gonna just keep it real with you, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like when I played corner my freshman year, I didn't really understand how to play the game of football for real, for real. Like I knew the game of football. I knew it was like one of those you find ball, you hit ball, da 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 da. But like really finding technique and especially that part of Baltimore, like Perry Hall has some of the best athletes coming out of there. My boy Zay, he went there. Xavier, he played at Morgan State. He played at Coastal Carolina. Like they had some great talent there. Mike Moore, like it's a lot of guys that went to Perry Hall that was actually really, really good. So I wasn't technically sound. So because I wasn't technically sound, it was one of those like, okay, you here, but that's really about it for real, for real.
I understand. Oh man. So AJ, it says Big Grandam 44, AJ from Burbank. All right. So my bad. I raised country kids. Laugh out loud. Something mom said the ambush show. So let me ask you this. So when did you find out that this is the position I'm gonna play? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be doing real good at this position. Like you said, you went to another high school, and that's when you found out. Talk about that a little bit. That experience. Go in and come back out. All right, we back.
We back.
Uh,
My fault, man.
it's okay. It happens. Go ahead. This ain't the first time.
Put my phone on D and people still call me. Like you would think, right? You would think.
Hey, you hot right now. They just want to get their point across. So talk about the transition when you found out that oh man, linebacker, this is a position for me. I feel comfortable here because sometimes you be out of position. Just to be honest with you.
Right. Honestly, I didn't really start playing linebacker and really wanting to play linebacker until probably my senior year of high school. So
Okay.
after my freshman year playing corner, and then my sophomore year, I played corner at Franklin High School as well. My junior year, I went to Towson High School, and the team was kind of small. So I wasn't fast. I wasn't the fastest kid in the block. I was like, okay, I just knew how to play the game of football. So from watching film, from playing Madden all dang day, and all that, I understood that the zone was where I was. Like I knew how to like play zone, and I was like, okay, if I'm not fast enough to play corner, but I'm not tall enough to play like D line or something like that, I'm not big enough. I just kind of stuck into that linebacker role. So when I went back to Franklin for my senior year of high school, I just stayed with the linebackers mostly because I wasn't really that athletic at the time. So I really like kind of honed in on just being a linebacker at that time, and it felt really good. Like I really liked how I felt in that aspect. Like the game was fast. It didn't really give me a lot of time to think because I'm a thinker. So when you playing football, you don't really have that much time to think. You can't really think. It's not time to think. It's a go go go. So playing in that position made me like a lot more comfortable than playing like corner or safety, something like that.
I understand. Mom said in the country he worked hard. I'm so proud.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Ma.
Shantae Nicole says Kali is really one of the best that ever did it.
Thanks, big sis.
The cow phone junkie Jake. Sis got jokes. She said, I swear when I met you, I thought you played edge rusher.
Hey, so look, right? So I ain't like going to college, right? So I know we ain't even get to this yet, but going to college, man, I really wanted to play Division 1, and I met AJ. My mom was living in LA. I had went to LA to try to go play JUCO college ball and stuff like that, and I was just one day just running the field. Because my goal, like I said, when I was in high school, coming out of high school to college, stuff like that, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna play Division 1. I'm gonna get there. So I met him on the field like by mistake. I was out there just doing drills that I seen on TV trying to get myself better. And he was like, bro, you play college? And I'm like, yeah. Line. I was lying, but I'm like, you fake it till you make it, for real, for real. Like I was coming from, I played Division II at the time, and shout out to all the HBCUs out there. But at my Division II, we didn't have locker rooms. We barely had a field. We barely had anything, man. I'm talking about like when it comes to like coming from the struggle, when it comes to playing this game of football, man. I really came from like really from nothing to getting to where I'm at today, for sure.
Hey man, proud of you, man.
Thank
Mom said, mom had a comment to back that up. Said dedication, diligence, and determined. He deserves every blessing. Shout
you.
out to Dukes for the support. He said, laugh down, lied to my face.
My fault, bro. I had to fake it till I made it, man.
Hey, that's all right. Hey, so talk about the competition in that area, man. Your senior year. Talk about that a little bit. Who's your rivals? And
So our rival at that time was a private school. So we're a public school. We played public school, stuff like that. But we would dominate almost everybody in our conference when it came to public school. But the private school we played Calvert Hall College. And I'll never forget, man, one of my good friends today, his name is Lawrence Cager, plays for the New York Giants. He played receiver there, and I'm telling you, like, that was probably one of the biggest games for Franklin, besides like state championship, of course. But for opening season, opening game, I'm talking about the whole crowd was filled, stadium was filled. You had cameras there, the news crew there. It was like one of those, like our crosstown rivals, because Franklin and Calvert Hall maybe 15 minutes away from each other. Two different kind of cities because they're like located in the Tulsa area. But for us, it was like we played them our first year. My junior year, we played them. We lost. My senior year, like, all right, then we got a better team. We can come back like ready to play. And we lost again, but it was probably one of the latest games that I've ever experienced as a high school athlete. Like we had a lot of people there. It was a lot of support, a lot of attendance. It was really cool, man. It was really good.
well, that's what's up, man. I said, grind don't never stop.
Yeah.
Anthony said, all good, brother. Proud of you. Family still won that game, though.
Yeah.
Don Calvin said, oh, yeah, that Franklin game was crazy.
Crazy game.
Big rivalry. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button on YouTube, share, hit that notification button. So, your rival was out clear. All right, talk about the experience in the playoffs. Talk about it a little bit. How far did y'all make in the playoffs? Take us through that.
Oh man, we state champs. Oh, we were state champs. But nothing felt better than really getting that ring and putting that ring on at the end of it. Playoffs, our first couple games was pretty easy. We was beating people like 45-0, 63-0, or like 70-10 or something like that. Like the first couple games wasn't really that hard. It was only when we played Linganore in our championship game that was like, okay, it's a game. Like we playing the M&T Bank Stadium. I'm over here. I'm like, okay, it's at the Raven Stadium. Like we're at the Raven Stadium. I'm downstairs. I'm like, yo, like, well, I got my jersey on. I got my helmet on. I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. And I think we were down, if I'm not mistaken, we were down, I think 14 or 21-7 in the first half. And out of nowhere, we just came back, won. I think it scored like 28-21. Like scored on 300 touchdowns, something like that. Like it was one of those, like, you had to be there to actually see it moments because it was just so much going on. It was for at least a terminology I want to say, like, it was probably one of the best times in a high school season that I've ever had in my life.
All right. Trying to say big state champs. Mom Duke said, and I have his ring. Laugh out loud. All right. So, did y'all play any All-Star games after you got your ring? Did you play like a East West or North South or a Shrine? Did you have All-Star?
Yeah, they did. I ain't play it.
Okay.
Like, when I tell you I really was not him, like I was not the athlete that I am today when I was in high school, man. Like I didn't start, like, for all those that's watching stuff like that. The only time I started was when I went to Towson High School. I did not start. I wasn't like one of the go-to second string guys either. I was a special teams player. I started at special teams, but I was a special teams player throughout high school, man. It was I didn't make varsity until my junior year high school. It wasn't any of that. I didn't go to East West Bowl. I didn't get any stars. I didn't get invited to All-American, Under Armour, any of that stuff that you think about. Didn't go there. I had my first All-Star game after my freshman year of college.
That's what's up, man. And I'll talk about that a little bit. First, let's talk about the recruiting process. Did you get any offers? Did you visit any schools on your
I
own?
I had zero offers out of high school. I had zero interest out of high school. I had nothing out of high school. Actually, you know what? I lied. I had one offer from interest from high school, and it was at University of Maryland Eastern Shore, which didn't even have a football team.
I remember.
Yeah, they finessed me off that one. It was like, yo, we got a team. You come play for us for 1 year. We going. It's like club sports. I mean, it's like JUCO. You come here for 1 year, get yourself right. Da 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 da. Man, I took that and ran with it. I was like, oh, I'm about to go JUCO. Yo, I'm about to go be great. Man, that was the biggest cap of my life, man.
Anthony said they had us in the first half. I ain't gonna lie.
Had me in the first half for sure.
Started from the bottom, now we here.
Yes, Ersky.
Mom said it doesn't matter where you start, and you here. So, talk about your JUCO experience, man. Talk about that transition.
So, my first year, I played club football at University of Maryland Eastern Shore. I went there under the impression that you can play the 1 season here, the 1 year here, and then you'll have all type of recognition to go somewhere else and all that good stuff. And that's what I thought. So I get there. I was the second leading tackler in our division for club. I didn't even know they even took stats for that. But I got second leading tackler in our division. I played linebacker there. I played outside linebacker. The first person that was leading tackle in our division was my little linebacker. So he was stood right next to me. He had a full ride to Delaware State. If you wanted to go to Delaware State, I had no offers. It wasn't until I showed some film to crazy how God works. Showed some film to a guy. His name is Donnell. He was going to St. Aug University, but he happened to go to my father's church at the time. So I was just, just talking to him about football and stuff like that. And he was like, "Where you play at?" Gave him some information. Sent my film down to North Carolina, where the school he was going at / coaching at. And they were like, "Bro, we'll give you a ride. Like, we'll give you a scholarship to come down here and come play." And the thing about North Carolina was crazy was like, they said that you need to be 225 to come down here, and I had to bench 315. So coming from, I was like my freshman year of college, I'm like 165, 170. In less than 6 months, I put on like 50, 60 pounds. I went from 170 to 230 pounds.
So, what was your regimen? How did you put on that weight? Did you take any like creatine or anything?
Nah, man, it was just straight bread. Straight bread.
What?
Yeah, I went from running a 4.5 to a 5.1.
Damn.
Bro, I just, coach told me he needed this done. I said, all right, say less, I'm gonna do it. So I went on my journey. I go to the gym every day. I stopped running as heavy as I used to. I went straight to the gym. I work out twice a day. I go to class, go back out, work out again, stuff like that. I'm eating. I was talking to a guy that worked at the gym that was like, real muscular old head, and he just kept saying, "Eat bread." So I used to walk around with a big thing of bread, bagels, just cinnamon bagels, regular bagels, raisin bagels, and I'm just walking around with the bagels, and I'm just eating the bagels every day, like no tomorrow. I'm thinking that's what you're supposed to do. That's what I was told. I'm like,
work. All right, A Goodbee says the best is yet to come.
That could either be my father or my grandfather. So thank you.
All right, I appreciate you tuning in. My boy was working. That's what Anthony said. Well, I said, I'm a witness. He put that work in.
I'm still here.
All right. Your camera went off.
Yeah,
there you go.
Trying to get the camera, the light back on, man.
No problem.
Hey, Dad.
All right. Kyle said used to be scrawny, but now he up there.
Yeah, man. It's my pops.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you go to JUCO, you put on the pounds. Talk about your first game. What was that experience like?
At JUCO or at my first divisional game?
I mean, your JUCO.
All right. So at the club sport, we played. I forgot who our first team we played, but the biggest game we played against Coppin State University.
Okay.
Another club, HBCU, and that's back home. So it's Baltimore versus like Largo, PG, University of Maryland, Eastern Shore people, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. It was a pretty good game. It was lit. We lost, but it was a pretty good game. It was a defensive game. I'm talking about. It was I'm not gonna lie, it might have been one of the funniest times of my life because I promise you, I looked at my roommate because my roommate was playing with me at the same time. He came from Franklin as well. His name is Damo. Shout out 26 Damo. We came to the game. And a lot of you not when them boys got off the bus. Mind you, I'm 17 years old still. Like I'm fresh out of high school. These grown men came out the bus. I'm like, all right. So I was like, yo, had to have been 27 years old. One of them had an ankle brace on. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna keep 100 with you, bro. We playing jail people. Like these ain't real men. Like these are actual hood. You feel me? Like these not your average, ordinary, regular, same day high school kid graduates. These grown men. So the first one of those, like, yo, I don't know what's about to happen. I don't know what's about to go on, but I was like, you know what, Bumpy, we here now. So let's see what's up.
All right. Mom says copping, and she says laughing my butt off.
Yeah, my mom graduated from Coppin, so that's why she.
Okay. Jordan Elise says laughing emojis. So talk about going to Youngstown. Talk about that a little bit.
So kind of back up a little bit from there. My club sport, my club school, of course, all of my friends and homeboys and family members and stuff like that. Like we all went to like the same kind of high schools in the same area because we all grew up in the same area type time.
Okay.
I'll never forget. I told one of the boys out there, I was like, yo, I'll make it D1, man. He was like, bro, look, you good for club sports, you ain't gonna make it D1. I was like, nah, bro, I promise you, I'm gonna get there. I left there, like I said, with D2. Went to my D2, got hurt, lost my scholarship there, left. Then crazy, like how God, I'm trying to tell you how God works. My brother had passed away my sophomore year of college. So I left my college because I lost my academic and athletic scholarship. Went to Towson University. Towson's D1, CAA, and I wanted to go try out there. I tried out for that team, didn't make it. Went to Youngstown State. I transferred again because I failed out of college. So I was going through deep depression and stuff like that. So I failed out of college there. Applied to Youngstown State off the whim of my old stepfather had a niece that went there. It was like, yo, you should come to this school. I never heard no Youngstown State, but I was like, all right, bet. Applied there, got a scholarship for academics. Don't know how. I just failed out of college. Like literally just had a 0.3 GPA at my former college. And I got an academic scholarship. I said, ain't nothing but God. I got there, and then I met two people, my boy Bobby and my boy Ramir. Ramir was my roommate and my teammate for a while as well, close friend of mine. Went to tryouts and I made tryouts. And it's crazy because they called my boy back immediately because they needed a receiver. So I didn't know how college worked when it comes to during the season they can pick up a certain amount of people, but like for certain positions. So I tried out for linebacker, and they called my boy back like 3 days later, and I'm like, oh, I must not be nice. Like I my dreams, I failed. I'm not good enough. I'm not cool. I'm not an athlete. And so I went to him. They was like, don't ask us why you didn't make it. I said, no, I'm gonna ask. Like, you going here for me? Like I'm leaving. They'll say I'm leaving here with something. Like I'm leaving here with something. So I walked into the office and I was like, hey, like, why didn't I make this team? And the coach was like, what's your name again? I was like, Kyle Goodbee. Like, like, what's up? Like, why didn't I make it? He said, oh, no, you made it. We just don't need you right now. I said, okay. Because, like, y'all ain't calling me. Like, you ain't hit my phone. So I ain't know how that was about to work because I was about to leave here with something. Or else, I was going to have to just commit murder everywhere. I'm not playing. But they said they didn't need linebackers at the time because they already signed too many of them. So I got a call back 3 weeks later in the offseason. They was like, hey, listen, we signed another linebacker. We don't need linebackers anymore, so we don't need you unless you want to try and change your position. So I said, I don't care, man. What I got to do to play Division I football? I'll do whatever I can. He said, well, we got fullback. You can play fullback. Have you played it? I said, yep. He said, it sounded like you were about to say no. I said, no. I was just debating on how I wanted to say yes. Coach started laughing and stuff like that. And he was like, okay, well, I talked to the coaches and stuff. You can come play fullback for us. And I was like, say less. And that's kind of how the story went for me to getting from club sport to D2 to playing flag football to playing D1.
All right. Well said. I just cannot express how proud I am of you, son. Never stop. God has favored you. All right, Anthony has laugh emojis, and Anthony also said, I remember that.
Bro, look. Let me tell you this. My junior college, I had a Towson University like jersey on because I had a flag football tournament. And so my boy AJ hit me up. He's like, "Yo, you play for Towson?" I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "Oh, what position? Flag." I played outside rusher for flag. Crazy.
All right. He said, I saw you playing flag football too.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Hey, all your fans out here tonight, man. So talk about getting connected with let's talk about getting connected to the fan control football league a little bit.
Okay. So I graduated college, and I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I did what I said I was going to do. I said I played Division One. I got an opportunity to play there. I played on TV. I did what I wanted, you know. And I'm gonna keep it real with you, right? I tell my students that I coach now, and I tell my friends and my family. I say my dream is going to NFL, but what does NFL stand for? And everybody like National Football League. Not hear me? You know it. Not for long. So I'm gonna be real with you. I'm like, yo, I graduated college. I went to a Division One. I did not start. I wasn't at like USF. I wasn't at Alabama, nothing like that. I went to Youngstown State, even though it was a great school. But I didn't go to like Ohio State or Clemson or any. I didn't go to those schools. So for me, first off, I didn't start. I wasn't All-American in my school. It was one of those like, hey, I'm just here. So I went straight into the workforce. I created my own. Well, I helped with the help of my godmom. I created my own business for mental health. I graduated a psychology and social science degree. So I'm like, you know what? Hey, I'm here. One of my best friends, his name RJ, he had called me and was like, yo, fan control football league. I'm like, what's that? He was like, bro, it's like where you can like play Madden in real life. And I'm like, yeah, sound good. I have a job. And he was like, nah, bro, like, listen, like you're playing football, but the people in the fans call the plays. Like it's about to be the next big thing. And I'm like, yeah, no. I have a full-time job. I'm getting paid pretty good money to be a single black man with no kids. Like I'm good. Like I'm Gucci. I don't need that. He was like, bro, but you always tell me how much you want to play football. And I'm like, yeah, but I just built this company. Like I'm in the process of building this company. He's like, bro, just try out. And I was like, all right. So I was out. I was not doing no workouts. I wasn't doing anything for about 2 years. Nothing. Just going to work, going home, going to work, going home, going to work, going home. And he let me know in like, I want to say he let me know in like September. And for like 4 or 5 months, I just trained straight, like trained hard. So come February, I went down to Florida. I'll never forget. I had like $400 to my name. I bought a flight, round trip flight. That cost me $270. I had like $170 for a 3-day stay at like some days in that I can promise you right now, I don't even think they had a blanket. I was staying in Florida. I don't even know how I got in there. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I low key walked from the airport to the hotel too. Like people really don't know this story. Like, so hey. I get there. I had my homeboy send me some money to get an Uber to the tryout, and I get to the tryout. I'm kind of pumped at first. I'm like, all right, but I'm in a tryout. I'm at a professional football workout. Like, there's NFL guys here that coach at NFL or been in the NFL, stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, but I'm pumped. I get there, and as soon as I get there, I see a backpack from Clemson come in. I said, okay, well, it might be some talent out here. Alabama, okay, Georgia. I said, all right, like I went to Youngstown State. Like, can I find some D2 people here to make me feel like I can be comfortable? Like, where's y'all coming from? Guy came from Tennessee, volunteers. I'm like, oh man, it's all these big D1s. So I'm starting to get discouraged, man. I'm like, once I start getting in my own mind, I'm like, dang, man, I played at a level, but it wasn't that day level. So I'm like, yo, I'm just, I'm praying. I'm like, God, give me strength, And I'm keeping 100 with you. You really getting your biggest moments when you talk to guys, the moments that you really need in the most. You know what I'm saying? It's a crazy thing. So I get in there and I was like, you know what, bump it. I'm going to just do what I possibly can, whatever I can do. So I ran my 40. I ran a 4.5 at a linebacker. You feel me? It was like, hold on. Who that kid is right there. Man, they got videos of me running a 40. I was doing one-on-ones. I was going against running backs twice my size and stuff like that. And I just knew how to play football, though. Like I knew.
All right, so hold that thought real quick. We're going to get into some highlights since you said you got videos of yourself.
Here we go, man. Here we go.
Your boy Anthony said, hey, bro, but you here now, bro. Like I said, always wishing for your success. All right? Shout out to your boy Anthony. We're gonna go ahead and get into this highlight, okay?
All right.
All right.
See these niggas be capping and lying, they really not like that. Nigga play like he won't get his life check. Hang with the killers and niggas in all black. Hell yeah, boy, we like that. Ayy, New Year, so we stacking for scat packs. Just hit a lick and pulled out from the Hellcat. Only smoke pressure, the best you can smell that. Turn the 2, 8, 2 or 3 with a scale at. Ayy, need bows, we gon' wrap it and mail that. Just put a 4 in the poppin' and feel back. Giving them trouble, they like where the help at. These niggas pussy, they twat, they big cat, big racks all on his head and they kidnap. Ayy, no cap, this shit here, big facts, kicking in doors at the kickback, get back like. Run them pockets, let me get that. Ayy, 30 shots with 100, come with me. Wasn't proving no points, so we hit them with 60. Crib Street still screaming RIP Nipsey. I come from the Grove, but the knife niggas with me. Ayy, 600, that shit kinda in me. I jumped off the porch to the block in the trench. I'm rocking designer, this Glock in my brick. It's the bitch from the back, nigga, buy some inches. 6 days and 6 nights, we was out on the mission. On the 7th, we seen them and caught them and flipped. Only right that we hit everybody that's with them. I've been causing hell ever since I was little. I can make a bitch shit like I'm Dr. Doolittle. Don't reach for this.
Yes, sir. We back. We do not own the rights to that song or the clip. We have our guest, Mr. Kyle Goodbee from Youngstown State, football player and fan control football league, and he's now playing with the Colorado Spartans. All right. So talk about that clip right there, man. What team was that for?
Oh man, so I got invited to the USA versus Mexico All-American Bowl. It was Tanzan Aztec Bowl actually. So it's like all of Mexico's top players, as you see in the score. We ain't gonna talk about it, but there's Mexico's top players versus some players in the USA that's trying to get back into the league. Either NFL, CFL, XFL, LFA, the EFL, the European Football League, and stuff like that. So I got a call. They were like, "Yo, hey, we saw some of your films, saw some of your highlights, stuff like that. We heard you're still a free agent. You want to come out here and come play?" Of course, I'm gonna say yeah. So it was held in Monterrey, Mexico. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It's the first time out of the country, like as a grown adult. So it was one of the best experiences I ever had in my life. But I wound up having 2 forced fumbles, 5 tackles for losses. I think I had like altogether like maybe 10 tackles, and I got defensive MVP for that game. So I can't even tell you or begin to tell you how good the experience it was to actually go play somewhere else. And like that was their Super Bowl. Man, it was all over Mexico's news, and having people talk to you, come up to you at the end of the game, saying like, "Hey, can I get your shoulder pads? Can I get your jersey? Can I get your cleats? Can I get this? Can I get that?" It was like one of those. It just was a surreal moment, man. It felt really good.
All right, cool. All right, so let's go. They was talking about the highlight. Mom said All-American. All right, I think I got some football, fan control football league highlights we're gonna go ahead and get into. We don't own the rights to the clip or the music. Let's go ahead and put that out there. We got our guest, Mr. Kyle Goodbee, former Youngstown State, football player. Let's go ahead and get into this video. Yes, sir. We back. I had my mic muted for a second. So, I see your boy Anthony said, my boy a beast. He said absolute unit. Talk about the experience in the fan control football league, like hitting people into the wall, 707 with pads, getting to the quarterback quick, not that many guys on the line. Talk about that a little bit.
There's a clip of me. I'm not going to send it to you, but there's a clip of me almost breaking my back running into the wall because missing a tackle. Hey, listen, the wall is brutal, because that thing don't move. We move, that thing don't move. So, when playing in the Fan Control Football League was probably the best professional experience I've ever had in my life, man. I was able to meet and play against Terrell Owens, Johnny Manziel, DeAndre Francois, Andrew Jamil. I mean, like I can. The list goes on, man. And these guys are playing in the NFL or played in the NFL, playing at the UFL now, not formerly XFL, the USFL. They're playing UFL. Quantez Stiggers played in the CFL, played in Fan Control Football League, just played in the East-West Shrine Bowl for the for NFL. Like, I got to play with some great athletes, like some really good athletes. Thomas Reed is the reason why me and him got connected, and I got connected with you and got connected with Colorado and stuff like that, man. Like, being and living in a hotel, going to Pullman Yards to go play ball, listening to the radio on the way back from a game or from a practice saying Fan Control Football has a game this weekend. Like that was fun, man. Like, the football was fun for sure. But then to just top it all off, I had my own TV show on Monday. Like, come on now. Like, you couldn't beat it. You couldn't beat it. You get to play football. And after football, I'm my own Stephen A. Smith. Like, come on, man. You can't do no better than that. It was the best time, man. It was the best.
Yep. So also talk about doing that a little bit. Y'all had like the improv and y'all had the comedy night, or talk about that a little bit, what Fan Control Football was doing on that end.
So
with the players.
For me, it was my show was called Running Back with Bot. So my name, my alias when I played football there was Kegbot. Something I got from my homeboys playing 2K all the time, and I just said I'm a bot for forever, so they call me Kegbot. So I ran with it, and it's actually my clothing brand and all that right now. So but we would do, it's like our own Sports Center top 10 and stuff like that. So what we would do is Running Back with Bot. I would sit down with two key players that I thought were good in the game or just had a big rivalry, something like that. And we'll sit there and watch the game together. And I'll ask them, how you think you did? On this play, what did you see to make you do this, X, Y, Z? So like actually sports analysis type of ordeal that I got to do while playing in the league. So there were times that people would be looking at it and critique me. Or I'll be like, man, I should have did this on that play, or X, Y, Z. So it was really good just to be a part of that. And I think Fan Control got to let athletes do things besides just being an athlete. Because like you said, this is not forever. We don't play football until you're 100 years old. It's not a career you can make out of. You can play football if you're blessed like Tom Brady to go into like 45, 46, 47 years old, then you can do that. Not everybody's like that. So they let you get that outlet of doing stuff like me running my own TV show, or there were guys in there that like to rap or sing and do stuff like that. So they would do their own thing, and Fan Control got there to get out there. You got to mind you, every week we had 3 million people watching.
So talk about the owners a little bit.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, Juicy, one of the dumbest mom hubbers I ever seen in my life, man. He's a complete comedian for sure. Like, y'all, like we watch it on Instagram. He do comedy skits and stuff like that, but he is actually like that in real life. He's really funny. Being with him, he was just funny. I got a video, man. I wish I sent it to you before, but man, Drewski funny. I got to chill with Austin Eckler and Renee Montgomery. So me and Renee got connected because my mom's name Renee. So I looked at her, I was like, hey mom, and she's like, why you call me? I don't got no kids. And I was like, no, my mom's name Renee. And ever since then, me and her got real connected. It was really cool to see her and talk to her. And then honestly, what got me into football was Chad Johnson, not Chad Ochocinco, Chad Johnson. So he came out to one of the games. And I seen him, I'm like, yo, it's Chad. Like I don't get starstruck. It's Chad though. So I looked at him like, yo, what's up, Dad? He was like, what? And I was like, no, I was just playing around, like I got a real father, but like you're Chad. And he was like, it's weird. But I got to meet Chad Johnson, man. I got to play against Johnny Manziel. I got to play against Terrell Owens, like being across some of the greats and stuff like that, and even just getting to have a conversation with these guys after the game about, you know, how to critique my game, how to play my game better, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Marshawn Lynch, man, that motherfucker crazy, boy. I'm talking about a fifth of Henny right there on the field talking about something. I'll put pads on right now and run y'all is over. I'm like, you a whole owner, bro. Calm down. You played your season. It was good, man. It was good.
That's what's up, man. So talk about being teammates with T.O.
T.O., man. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't a teammate with him. I played against him all the time. The only professional athlete that was on my team was Johnny Manziel.
Oh, Johnny. So talk about playing with Johnny, bro.
Hey, Money Maker Johnny, I'm gonna keep real with you. He's still high as a kite. He's still high as a kite. But we had the game, and I'm like, yo, Johnny, like, what's good, bro? He like, yo, what's good? And I'm like, you good? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, you out that stuff? Hey, you out that stuff? But he was bro, he's like people don't give him enough credit, man. He's a natural athlete. Like, he is cold. He had on some high top ones. And I'm like, you're not about to play on the turf like that. He was like, watch me. And I seen him cut up. I'm like, this boy Johnny's like that. Like, it's really money making man sound. Like, he really liked that. And it was so cool to be a part of it. And he just a goofball, man. He's just a funny character. Like, he is, Johnny be in his own world. Look. Johnny do be in his own world. That's crazy. No, he be in his own world. Johnny's just a character.
That was perfect timing, right?
Hey, yeah, he a funny cat, man.
All right. So before we get out, man, just talk about the Colorado Spartans a little bit and your message for the youth.
So brand new team, brand new National Arena League team called Colorado Spartans, man. I just got picked up. First game is March 10th at home. Catch us on YouTube. I can send a link out if anybody want to DM me or anything like that. I can definitely hit them up with the information. I just got signed there as a linebacker / safety. So we're looking to get right, and then as soon as we get right, straight to CFL, XFL, USFL, something. We here to get ready. To the young people that if they ever reach this crowd or something like that, I want y'all to know for real, never give up, man. Never give up. This is something that you can do. Anybody can get it. Anybody. You gotta put your mind to it. You gotta have self-discipline. You gotta have good prayer. You feel me? A prayer life works. For real. Without God, I couldn't do any of this stuff. So to my youth, understand that no matter where you came from or where you at right now, you can always get better and do better. For sure.
All right, man. Any shout outs before we head out?
Man, shout out to the fam, man. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my sisters. Shout out to my father. Shout out to my brother. You feel me? Shout out to the family. Shout out to all the people that support me and everything like that. Even my friends that be talking crazy out their mouth. TJ. Shout out to my boy Shad. You feel me? Co-op. You feel me? It's shout out to the family, man. Shout out to Baltimore. Shout out to HBCU. Shout out to all the Qs worldwide. Omega Psi Phi. You feel me? But shout out to Sports Shop 27 too, man. Without you, we wouldn't be having this right now. So thank you.
We appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming on the show. For everybody that's watching, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you hit that notification button. Follow us on Spotify, Deezer, Instagram, Facebook, and also on X, formerly known as Twitter. All right. I'd like to thank my guests from Youngstown State and also Fan Control Football League linebacker, Mr. Kyle Goodbee. It was a great pleasure having you on the show. Family in the building, we have you. We love you. That's what they said. All right. So you got a lot of love and support all the way from B-More. Shout out to Baltimore for tuning in and, well wishes. We pray for all the victims from the parade from yesterday. All the family members that lost a family member or had someone injured in the parade. Prayers out to you if you watch this show. And just always remember, it's not how you start, it's how you finish, okay? All right, until next time, you guys be safe. Kyle, stay with me behind the stage while I end the show. And for you guys watching, thank you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time. All right, peace.